double team. He got right in line. So the Wizards took advantage of the Wolves' turnovers in a very offensive affair. Hardly any defensive play. Just they got up and down quite a bit, but they won. They snapped into the before we get started with what you guys started the game, we want to start off with a quick, thoughts and prayers of Carl Anthony Towns. Don't know what that injuries going to entail. It did not look good anytime to non-contact injuries. Hopefully we find some modicum of good news as Tim Doctor's looking and whatnot. But that said, we just get the 142, 127 win. Cardio start with 2 and then Ray, just your thoughts on the next one.
Yeah, first off, prayers up the cat. That didn't look good. Not a doctor, I'm not going to speculate, but it shows signs of being something very familiar. But, offensively, man, so far this season, this is the best offensive game the Wizards have played, man. They were just clicking all cylinders from the opening tip. They got a quick basket, and then Porzingis just hitting with a barrage of threes. I think he hit the first 3 threes in a row for the game. And the floodgates just open, man. The Wizards just took turns clicking after that offensively, getting easy baskets, turning them over, leaking out transition, just scoring every which way possible, man. The main thing was Porzingis. He went at Towns. Even before Towns went down, he went at Towns, and he had great success against him and Rudy Gobert. And he didn't stop. He was relentless throughout the game. His efficiency tonight was just off the charts. Career high 41. 12 of 18 from the field, 6 of 10 from deep, 11 of 11 from the 9. I mean, his offense was his defense tonight. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's the case. It's so overwhelming that it's really nothing you can do, and that's what you saw with Minnesota. They were down bad at the half, and third quarter they came out aggressive, got it down to about 9 in the third quarter, and the Wizards regrouped. And that was around the time Towns also went down. The Wizards regrouped and just poured it on, man. This game, honestly, was a game of who's going to play the defense first and who's going to play it more consistent. Because both were coming in 3-game losing streak. Both were coming in struggling defensively. And, the Wizards show more resolve on that end, man. The Bulls, they had some things to figure out, especially now what looks like Towns may be out for a long experience of time. Hopefully I'm wrong. I don't like seeing any player go down, but in case that is, they got a lot more questions now with him being out. Define roles, who they gonna add, who they making lose or whatnot. But on and off for the Wizards, man, it was just a beautiful night. They needed this one in the worst way. By no means does this clear them of some of the issues that we continue to see. They just ran into a team that had more issues. We're not gonna play foolish games with ourselves. I think they figured everything out. They on their way. They have to show some consistency doing this. Because look, man, you can't expect the Wizards to shoot 57% from the field, 48% from deep, 15 to 31, 85% from the line every game. That's not realistic. So they still have to clean up their defensive end. They still have to clean up, rebounding volume. They did well. They did okay tonight. They still out rebounded 45-34, and they won the game. You see what I'm saying? They had to figure that out. They did well not turning the ball over, only 7 turnovers, and forced the turnovers from the Timberwolves. They had 18. But all in all, outside the usual things we keep talking about, it was a beautiful night offensively. If you love offensive basketball, tonight was the night. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely put on the show. But we all know they got some heavy hitters coming up in December. They gotta get the other end together, man, to extend this type of winning. You know what I mean? So they can maximize what they have on this roster and not keep hovering around 500. But all in all, good win.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely defense optional tonight, but glad to see the Wizards come out on top. Porzingis got to find a way to be this aggressive every game. When he was, of course, he was on fire from the outside, but when smaller guys was on him, he didn't waste time. He went down low and punished them. He has those opportunities almost on a game-to-game basis, so he needs to find a way to, to keep that up. Because even every team is not going to be as bad defensively as Minnesota, but if he's putting pressure on guys like that, he's going to have opportunities to score. And when the defense has to collapse because he's so dominant inside, he can kick it out to open shooters and just make things easier for the Wizards. Is not. We was talking about the other night how when they're getting good in rhythm shots, they mostly go down. So they just got to find a way to be this efficient offensively. I mean, like Ardell said, they're not going to be this scorching hot every game, but they can still find a way to get quality looks on a consistent basis. But defensively, yeah, they definitely need to be better. Not gonna take too much away because they did win tonight, but the defense was still lacking. They did find a way to force 18 turnovers, but playing against better teams, it's not gonna go down like that. So they got to keep plugging away, man. They definitely can't get content with this win. They got to plug the holes they got in the game and just find a way to be a better basketball team.
All right. I hate asking this question, but it looks like it's easy. I believe it goes to Mr. New Career High. Kristaps Porzingis with 41 points. I'm just about to start with X Factor soon. So with the X Factor, I asked you guys, right? You go ahead and start, then Cardell. What's you guys' X Factor for the night?
No, I go with Kuz, man. He just typically filled in his role, as one of the more potent offensive options, and he filled the stat sheet. He plugged in when they need him.
Yeah, I'm a roll Kuz as well. I'm 23, 9 and 8, knocking on the triple double, 9 and 16. He had some big threes during that third quarter barrage that really put him up big, and the game was all but over. Yeah, man, they're a different team with him, obviously. There's a lot of firepower with this team, you know what I'm saying? So he did his thing.
As always, we'll get to a couple comments before we get out of here. Biggie Steve, look, he's happy tonight. Look what y'all did, Washington. He said, finally. Those are the last I like to see. Be up 20 last night, down 20. Facts. 15 for 31 for the three. Ricardo Lewis on 48%, 57 from the field, 31 assists, 12 steals, and 7 turnovers. It's a formula for a win. I know we're not shooting threes at a high clip, but we know when to and not to. We're okay. Again, appreciate the comments, and I think the general sentiment is tonight was a good night. You beat the Wolves, found a team that was, again, had more ups and downs than you did, handled business, did not clear the defense. The defense has found allegations. Have not come remotely close to clearing those. And we're going to find out real quick because it will be tested. I think starting Wednesday night in Brooklyn. Defense shall be tested. I know they're up and down too, but they got some folks over there who can accidentally put the ball in the basket. And last time they saw Washington, we all remember what happened. I think 42-point drubbing. So obviously not saying that's what to expect, but I would hope that Washington's looking for some type of response. Also, you got the Lakers, Clippers. Like, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things coming up for Washington. Again, you snapped the 3-game losing streak, so now you go from 500 to 1 game above 500. And Cardell and Ray have alluded to it's about getting further away from 500 as possible in the right direction, not the wrong direction. You see, player the game on point. So is X Factor on point. Y'all support facts. Man, we try. They make it easy on us. We have no issue with it. Hopefully, this making it easy on us can continue. Come Wednesday, don't forget it's an away game. So Biggie Steve, come watch the game with us, man. In the playback room, all you gotta do is follow Focus TV on social media to find out how to do that. Trying to get our will. Sir, Big Man Smart. That's all on you. Enjoy that. For me. You got that. Have a good night, y'all.